Hello, good morning again. So, welcome to lecture 2. I will cover some aspects of research, so how to define a research problem, and how to develop the research questions and objectives, and how to write a literature review. And you'll explore some methods of data collection and analysis as well. So now I will discuss about research problem, questions, and objectives. So let's start with the foundation of every research project, the research problem or topic. So a research problem is the central question or issue your study tries to address or attempts to address. So it is essential that your research problem is clearly defined as it sets the directions for your entire study. So, a well articulated research problem will guide the research process and help in formulating the appropriate research questions. So, once you have identified your research problem, the next step is framing your research questions and objectives. First, you find the research problem and then you frame the research questions and objectives. So, research questions are the inquiries that guide your study, while research objectives outline the steps you will take to answer those questions. So, research questions should be specific, that means smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relevant. So, it should be focused, measurable, providing clear direction for your study. For example, if your research problem is the impact of social media on youth behavior, a good research question might be what are the effects of social media uses on youth behavior? So, your research objectives, on the other hand, define the specific steps or goals of your research. For example, an objective could be to analyze the relationship between social media users and behavioral changes among youths. So, in summary, defining your research problem and developing clear research questions and objectives will give your study a strong and focused foundation. Now, I want to talk about literature review. So, the literature review is a critical component of your research, providing a summary or synthesis of existing research on your topic. So, its purpose is not only present what others have done, but also to identify gaps in the research, offering a context for your own study. So, writing a literature review involves summarizing and synthesizing relevant studies, comparing different viewpoints, highlighting the strengths and weaknesses of previous research. It's essential to organize the review thematically, categorizing study based on common topics or approaches. So, your literature review should begin with an introduction to the topic, followed by a discussion of your key themes and findings from previous research. So, an ending with a conclusion that identifies research gaps or areas for future exploration. So, a thorough or complete literature review provides important insights into what has been studied, guiding your own research questions and methodology. It also demonstrates your knowledge of the field and helps justify the need for your study. Finally, remember the proper citation is crucial in avoiding plagiarism. Always give credit to the authors whose work you reference. So now I want to talk about some methods of data collection. Let's look at the data collection and analysis. The first step in data collection is selecting your sampling method. Sampling means, or sampling refers to how you choose participants or data points for your study. There are Several sampling methods you can use, including random sampling, stratified sampling, purposive sampling, convenience sampling, random, non-random sampling. So each method has its own strength and weaknesses. So it's important to choose one that best fits your research goals. Once you have selected your sampling method, the next step is choosing your data collection tools. Common data collection methods are interviews, surveys, observations, tests. So interviews also can be structured, semi-structured, and unstructured, depending on the level of flexibility you need. So surveys are great for gathering large amounts of quantitative data, and they can include the mix of closed and open-ended questions. Observations are useful for studying behavior in a natural setting and can provide valuable qualitative data. So after collecting your data, the next step is analysis. So if you are working with quantitative data, you might analyze it by calculating averages, frequencies, or correlations for qualitative data. You may need to code and identify themes or patterns that emerge from interviews or observation. So there are various software tools that can help for data analysis, and choosing the right data collection methods and analysis techniques. They are very essential for answering your research questions accurately and effectively. So here I have covered essential components of research. What is research problem? How to frame the research question and objectives, literature review, selecting appropriate methods for data collection and analysis. So these are the building blocks that will help you develop a strong foundation for your research work or project. So thank you so much for watching and good luck for your research work.